everyone. It is 6 p.m. Well, almost actually it's about 6:50 p.m. So it's almost 7 o'clock. So, hi Chris. Um, Today is May 1st. It's also my mom's birthday. So we just got back from walking. Anyway, well, we're probably gonna talk about ghosties. So sorry, I was refilling some tea. My phone's there. So yeah, it's my mom's birthday. So I'm not gonna mention her name to anyone on this live stream. Yesterday we actually went to my mom's birthday, and it was actually fun. So we have a new story for you guys today. It's called The House on Briar Lane. I hope you guys like it. It almost reminds me of Netflix TV series or something. I forgot the name of it, but so it's a little weird, but thank you guys for supporting my podcast. So we are doing this because it's fun and I love working on this. It gets me be on a goal of get to the goal of over 1,000 subscribers. So I hope you guys are very encouraging for me. I mean, people make money out of doing this, so I'm trying to do the same. So today was the greatest day. It's May 1st. Just want to say happy May Day to you all who are watching this live stream. So this morning I went to the library with Fearless, who's a friend of mine. We read my books. Well, we both read our book. Then we went out to eat. We went to Council Bluffs, and
they brought me back food.
I brought some food back from Pizza Ranch, but it's in Council Bluffs. I had a salad. I had mashed potatoes and corn. Nothing sweet, like no dessert, because the blood was kind of high. That's the reason why I chose not to. So I was sticking with my diet. Well, eating healthy, and it's way better. So we brought my husband some food, like some chicken, some stuffing, some mashed potatoes and gravy on it, that sort of thing. But when I got back, I literally, ran some errands, like paying my phone bill. It cost me like $54 on that. Also, going to Dollar General and get some wipes because I ran out. I'm not gonna tell you what it's really for, so you don't really need to hear that. But I'm just gonna say wipes, and that's it. So anyway, but yeah, I bought some soda. So we just got back from walking. We went to the townhouse and just checked up on our home and see how's the improvement going. It's actually going pretty well. So I just wanna to see how are you guys doing. Leave me a comment down below if you guys are ready for the ghost story. Just let me know how your day going, and are you all ready for the secrets? Are you ready to listen to this new story? Phone, and let's get started. So let's continue on. Well, please get something to drink, eat something, get under the covers. It's gonna be very spooky if you like it. Also, just sit back and relax. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and let's get started on the story. It should be like, I'm gonna stay with the 40-minute limit, like 45 minutes. So I hope you guys are, ready for it. Just let me know if it gets scarier. Just let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, let's get started. It's season 5, episode 120. The house on Briar Lane. I hope you guys are ready. So let's get this going. Chris and Melissa had only been in the rental house for 11 days when their son Noah began talking about the man in the dining room. At first, they treated it as one of those strange little things children say when they are half in imagination and half in reality. Noah was 6, quiet by nature, and had recently become fascinated with drawing people. He claimed to see in dreams when Melissa asked what the man in the dining room looked like. Noah said he was wet around the mouth and always stood near the china cabinet after midnight. Chris laughed it off and told him to stop watching scary cartoons before bed. But Noah insisted that the man did not come from television. He said the man came from the walls when the house got too quiet. This is a little creepy, but we don't have a child, so I hear ghosts all the time, literally all the time. I see them whenever I want to see them. I can see ghosts like in get a lot of experience and see a lot. Anyway, but yeah, and if my 6-year-old wanna be fascinated with all the paranormal stuff, a weird guy coming from the wall at the dining room, would be like, honey, would you ever ignore our child's weird imagination? Believe Would you ever believe our baby or
Yes,
ignoring
I
it?
believe her.
True. If our child had a weird fascination for paranormal stuff.
Be really cool.
My husband agrees with it, so yeah. Now he's too busy playing with his thing instead of listening to my ghost stories.
To your show, baby.
It's okay. All right, continue on. The house itself had an odd stillness from the very beginning. It's at the end of their lane with a sagging porch, narrow windows, and a backyard that dipped into a line of overgrown brush. The landlord had given them a discount because, according to him, the previous tenants had left in a hurry due to a family emergency. Melissa thought that explanation sounded incomplete, but
Hey,
price. My husband says hello.
I'm joining in.
Okay, sorry about that, people. My husband's here, but was too good, and the move had been too sudden for them to be cheap. During the day, the home seemed enough, if a little too cold in certain comers. At night, however, every room took on a listening quality, as if the house had learned how to wait. Even the dog, Murphy, refused to enter the dining room after dark. The dog's name was Murphy. And it kind of reminds me of my nickname, because my nickname is actually Murphy, because like literally it was just an accident. I don't actually do this constantly, just it happens whenever there's so much shit. But anyway, but yeah, but this story can be very scary, but I'm not afraid of it. If you guys have any opinions to it, please let me know on the comments down below. Anyone who's listening to this story and watching the show, so please let me know what you guys are thinking about this. Let's continue on. 3 nights later, Melissa woke to the sound of dishes clinking softly downstairs. Chris was still asleep. It's okay.
Love you, baby.
I love you too. Beside her, and the clock on the nightstand read 1:43 a.m. Assuming Noah had wandered out of bed, she pulled on a robe and made her way down the staircase, careful not to trip on the runner rug in the dark. The kitchen was empty, but the sound continued from the dining room in a delicate, deliberate rhythm. When she reached the doorway, she stopped. One of the dining chairs was moving slowly on its own, scraping backward on an inch at a time. Hardwood floor, the china cabinet doors trembled slightly, as if someone invisible had just brushed past them. Then Murphy, who had followed her halfway down the stairs, began growling low in his throat and backed away. This is the weirdest shit I've ever have read the story. So if you guys have anything like this, please let me know. And I would love to hear from you guys, especially whatever you guys experience. If you guys have the same experience as anyone, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. So let's continue. Melissa woke Chris In a panic, together they turned on every light downstairs. By then, the chair had stopped moving and the room looked perfectly still, almost insultingly normal. Chris checked the windows, the lock, and every corner where a person could hide, but there was nothing to find. Melissa told him exactly what she had seen, yet even while she spoke, she could hear how unreal it sounded. Chris tried to be calm and practical, but she noticed and he avoided looking directly into the dining room for the rest of the night. The next morning, no one asked why the chair had been pulled out. No one had told him about it. When Melissa asked how he knew, he shrugged and said, "Because the man wanted to sit closer this time." This is a little creepy. It almost sounded like it could be related to us, but we don't sit in the kitchen chair all the time when we're having our food laid for us on the table. When we have our breakfast every morning, we sit on the couch in front of the TV, that sort of thing. And we don't eat dinner at the kitchen either. So, this might be related to real life events, but I don't really know. We've never had anything like that. So, what do you think about this?
I think it could be related to us, but we don't know.
We've never had anything like that, except when we sat on the couch and you saw an old man looking through our window.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we saw, especially at the Hummel Park, but we didn't have anything like that in our own house. You never know when that actually happens, when we're moving into a new house and get everything settled in. We'll figure something out.
Sandwiches.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on the story. It's nearly almost done, so bear with me, guys. As the week went on, the house seemed to grow more comfortable with them. Noah stopped sleeping through the night and began leaving odd little offerings on the dining room table. Crackers, toys, toy cars, a nickel, once even a folded drawing of a face with dark circles around the eyes. He said the man didn't like being ignored and that leaving gifts made him stay calm. Chris, who had been skeptical at first, changed his mind after awaking one night to find all 6 dining chairs turned toward the hallway instead of the table. Yeah. He had gone to bed exhausted and certain that no one in the family had touched them. Melissa wanted to leave immediately, but money was tight, and Chris hated the idea of letting fear control them. So, instead, they began sleeping with the bedroom door locked and the hallway light on. The breaking point came on a stormy Saturday afternoon when Melissa invited her sister, Dana, over for coffee. Dana had never believed in hauntings and openly teased Melissa for being unnerved by a creaky old house and a dramatic child. The adults were talking in the kitchen while Nova colored at the table the next room. Then Dana suddenly stopped mid-sentence and stared into the dining room doorway. Her face lost all color when Chris asked what was wrong. She whispered that a man had just walked behind Noah and leaned down as if to smell his hair. Before anyone could move, Noah looked up from his coloring page and said to the empty room, "You're too close." At that exact moment, every plate inside the china cabinet shattered. Wow. That could be even scarier for anyone. Adults, maybe little kids, or it could be like all the above. I mean, dogs can get scared too. So, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are listening very carefully to this story. It could be related to us, but we'll figure something out. If we do have anything like this, maybe I will, I don't know, record videos. Maybe we can, I don't know, install cameras somehow.
Maybe.
If we ever buy cameras like that, maybe install it in the house somewhere. We'll figure something out. But so let's continue on the story. It's almost done. And it's already 11 minutes after 7, and it's pretty much dinner time. So let's continue on the story. They moved out 2 days later without finishing the month. The landlord did not argue or ask many questions. When Chris told him they were leaving, in fact, he seemed strangely relieved and returned their deposit in cash before the truck was even packed. Years later, Noah would barely remember the house, except for one thing. He insisted the man had not been angry, only hungry. Melissa never forgot that he could suggest rage. It suggested need patience and the possibility that whatever had lived in that dining room had been waiting for another family long before they arrived. Even now, Chris refuses to buy homes with formal dining rooms, and Murphy still growls if a chair scrapes backward too slowly across a wooden floor. Man, that's a little freaky, guys. I hope you enjoyed this story. Gives you a lot of goosebumps. So, yeah, I hope you guys are, seeing this. I mean, I hope you guys are listening very carefully because I'm not trying to talk very fast. So my husband is sitting next to me on the left side. So let's get started on the questions. If any of you guys have any, please let me know in the comments. We'll figure something out. And we have about 25 minutes left because I'm trying to stay my limit. I gotta get some food in me because I'm hungry as hell. So let's get started on the questions. What do you think the man in the dining room really wanted? Acknowledgement. That's what I think. I think he's either sad that he didn't get any acknowledgement from the family in the first time when they lived in that house. The parents were like very skeptical and didn't know what was going on until they had the experience. But the child literally did have a lot of experience, even as he grew up. So, if you guys have any children, please protect them from anything that could harm the child. I mean, we have a cat. Our cat is very protective and she's scared to death what could harm her. And we have to make sure she doesn't go outside and being taken away from us. So, I think the man in the dining room probably just wanted to be acknowledged and remembered the way he was when he died, like literally. And the family, they're too afraid to what would happen if they stayed any longer in the house. Like literally, could have become part of the house. If it was us, we would investigate it and try to know what really happened in that house. I would literally want to investigate the house, find out more about it. What's the history of the house and what really happened to that person that passed away? And what do you think about that?
It'd be good to find out what happened
to the man in the dining room, how he died, literally. But yeah, I agree. Let's go to number 2. Would you have believed Noah the first time he described the figure? Yes, literally. If we did have a kid, I would literally believe my kid. My husband would believe the kid was right. Like literally. If we had a child, he or she, we would not ignore what the kid, like our baby would describe the figure. We were trying to communicate with that spirit, trying to find out what really happened and how can we help the ghost. But yeah, let's go to number 3. What is scarier to you, a child seeing a ghost or a dog reacting to one? Maybe spirits. What do you think?
I think it'd be the dog reacting to it.
Yeah, well, be a dog reacting to it. Also, I think seeing a ghost can be scarier. And a little kid is freaking out, or it's like he or she is probably fascinated. So, I'm gonna go with a little child of seeing a ghost, because a lot of kids that know any child's age, like age 5, end up seeing children, spirits of children and adults, something like that. It could be anything. I'm also thinking it's both. Let's go to number 4. Why do you think the presence centered itself in the dining room? Whoever asked this question here, that's a good question. I think it's probably because the spirit of a man, we don't really know the guy's name, but let's say we could call him Bernard or something like that. Bernard probably trapped in a house somehow, doesn't know that he is dead, and he wanted to be acknowledged and get center of attention somehow. Maybe the offerings, I don't know. And what do you guys think about it, the presence? So let me know in the comments if you have like any opinions about it. Let's say this might be Bernard. Let's go to number 5. What do you make of Noah leaving gifts to keep the man calm? I think Noah did the right thing to leave the offerings to the spirit of the man. Let's say his name's Bernard, and Bernard gets calmed down after being offered with toys and food. And Bernard was happy about it, and the parents are like still trying to figure it out. How is this thing going? I mean, like, how would their own child has known that there is a ghost in a house and not being afraid? Most children are scared when they see things like that. They are not like, be happy about it. They're just scared. A lot of kids aren't really, but some, they just know that they're there. I guess they're gifted. Maybe they became psychic gifted even as little kids, or maybe they were born with it. And somehow they know what's going on, but the parents are still processing this whole thing. I mean, I didn't have anything like that when I was little because I didn't know I end up having magic powers to feel the presence of a spirit, or maybe like multiple spirits. So, I think it would be amazing that the little boy is doing it just to keep the ghost calm down, like to keep him very calm and happy. Okay, let's go to number 6. Would the shattered plates have been your final sign to leave? Yeah, I think it might have been. What do you think about it?
I think I might have left before we got to that point.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we would have like gave up and packed up our shit and left. Get our money back somehow, and we'll figure some other shit out, or we could stay and investigate. Like literally.
Yes.
So, let's go to number 7. Do you think the landlord knew the truth about the house? Yes.
Yes.
My answer is actually yes. I think the landlord somehow knew what was going to happen in that house, just didn't want to upset the family. So, the landlord was probably afraid what the family would think about the house before they rent it out. Like before they literally decided to rent it. And if they knew the truth, they must have backed out, got their money back, and found another safer home for themselves. Like literally. I mean, I would want to live in a house like that to investigate and maybe communicate with the ghosts and find out what really happened, and maybe we can coexist with the spirits. Would you have ever done that?
Sure, why not?
If the spirit was friendly, but we had to keep it calm and give them offerings.
Yes.
I probably would, yeah. Let's go to number 8. We have 3 questions left, so I hope you guys are ready for it. So, why do spirits in stories often see to seem to grow bolder over time. My guess is they just want to be remembered. They wanted their stories to be told, what really happened and how it happened, the exact way it happened. The stories are actually can be based on real things. It's like a portal to the spirit world, even though I'm reading the story and I'm telling what happened to them. They wanted to show us how they died and how they lived in that life and how they were taken away from their lives way too soon. So I think it's well, spirits just want to be known, what they want to be remembered for. They want to find peace and they just want to be very happy what we have done for the ghosts. And there's my husband here. Uh, anyway, I would want to make sure the spirits knew that we would be telling stories about their lives and how it happened, how they died, and they want to find peace. And I want that too. And I hope you guys know that they're just reaching out and they want us to help them. And I would consider it to help the dead. Like, literally. Let's go to number 9. We have 2 questions left before I sign off because I'm getting hungry. Was the entity evil, hungry, lonely, or something else? Well, my guess is that the entity was lonely and hungry at the same time.
Yep.
I don't think this ghost, let's call him Bernard, because we don't really know the spirit's actual name. So I think Bernard was lonely and hungry. I don't think he's evil at all. He just wants to be remembered for the way he once was when he was alive. So he didn't mean to scare the child and the rest of the family. He just wanted to be noticed. So, I mean, if my family had passed away, let's say if both my parents died, and I would not know what to do, and if they tried to communicate with me and my husband, we would try and figure out how to help them move on into the afterlife. Like, literally, I would basically want to help them. And they would not be angry. They would just want to protect us somehow, watch over us. But this spirit here in this story, I think he just wanted to play with someone and wanted to be noticed. I literally would want to help the spirit. Okay, last question. So we're getting closer to sign off. If you were Melissa or Chris, that's actually my husband's name, Chris, how long would you have stayed? Depends.
The whole lease, more than likely.
The whole lease?
Yes.
I agree. I would probably want to stay maybe a week or 2. Or 3. Maybe about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I would probably, if I were Melissa, I would want to stay 3 weeks and find out what's really going on in that house. Get some answers. Or maybe less than 3 weeks. So, well, since we're still here on live streaming, I hope you guys had a great time listening to the story. trying to get some answers. But I hope you guys are, staying safe. Don't go outside in the dark alone because bad things can happen. So, here, let me ask you a question, guys. If you were like any other families or like ghost hunters, would you want to stay in a haunted house? Let me know in the comments down below. If I were those hunters, I probably would, yes. Even my husband will be with me at all times. So, if I would take the challenge, I would probably do that. So, anyway, I hope you guys got some answers and got the story. So, it's already 7. Let me check. Yes, it is 31 minutes after 7. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, well, we are out of time, so I just want to say thank you guys for listening and being participant. I hope. I don't know. The only person that was participating on live streaming is my husband Chris. So I just want to say thank you and stay safe, guys. Have a wonderful night. And tomorrow we'll be doing a new story, episode 121. It's called The Voice Beneath the Bridge. That is the new story. I hope you guys like it. So, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m., maybe a little after 6 p.m. So, have a wonderful night. Stay safe and stay spooky, guys, and have fun. Happy May Day to you all, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night on Ghosting with Anya. So, fingers crossed that we will get the keys to our new house. So,
We will.
have a wonderful night. Bye.